Hey everybody, what's up? I'm here to give you, I guess you could say, my own personal look back at the first half of this year. Now I know you're thinking, well wait a minute, only 5 months have passed by, Brian. How can it be one half already? Well, let me explain. You see, in some areas, when kids get out of school, well, the summer officially begins. Thus, the first half of the year for them is over. So what does that mean? Well, that also means for some of those teachers, they got their vacation coming, their summer vacation, and the first half of the year is over for them as well. And also, when you look at Memorial Day weekend, it also means that the first half of the year is over as well. But, you know, if you want to look at it as the first 5 months, that's okay. But I'm just here to give you my perspective, my retrospect, I should say, as well, looking back at the first half of this year. Now, from my own personal experience, it's been a very interesting first half. I mean, we ended 2009 with the fact that my family had given me and my mom an extra computer. Now, this computer works, the way we get the internet off this is, well, we use Wi-Fi. And you've seen it in some videos that we have this like little antenna that reads off the signal of my router. Now, this is a good thing for both of us. Well, the reason it's a good thing is like this. You see, I have nephews and nieces, nephews at times that like to spend the night. Now, nowadays we know that teenage boys and girls are sometimes hooked on the computer. Now, in the past for me, it was kind of a bit of a problem because every time my teenage nephew would spend the night, one of the first things he would do is stay in my room for most of the day. And he would always complain about the fact that my computer was slow. Now, I will admit my computer is not the best computer in the world. And yes, it's had a lot of trouble. As a matter of fact, one of the security systems that it's now installed with, or was installed with, which was the McAfee, detected a Trojan. That's right, a Trojan virus had gotten into my computer. Now, the Norton one, which replaced it recently, well, it was required that we replace it with the Norton, has been doing a lot more of that. Actually, it's been scanning a lot on both computers in the background, detecting and making sure there's no threat. And when there is, it reports it to us in a little box in the corner and says it's fixed. So, I guess it's doing its job. But, besides that, another thing as well is the fact that on YouTube, myself, personally, I did what no one thought I'd probably do, and quite honestly, I was very careful in doing myself. Excuse me for a second. Just checking my dog there. But anyway, I did something that no one expected me to do, but I did it myself. Well, I did it myself, even though I, like I was saying, didn't expect I was going to do it. And that's reach 1,000 videos. That's right, 1,000. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that I had reached 1,000 videos this year. I couldn't believe it. I mean, since I rejoined just about 2 years ago, and I will be doing a video about my 2 years, when I rejoined about 2 years ago, I didn't think I was going to do it. I didn't. I mean, when I had my previous account, I was at 600-something videos, I believe. Or around that almost, I don't know. And then all of a sudden I get cut off. You know? So I didn't think I was going to reach 1,000 videos this time, because I was always being careful. And also due to the fact that throughout last year and towards the beginning of this year, we didn't really know why some of our videos, FanVids, AMVs, CMVs, whatever you want to call them, were being taken down. We didn't know about that. I didn't know about that until I suddenly see this pink notice come up and say, oh, you're using a copyrighted material that's not allowed, kind of deal, or something like that. And I can understand. And that you got to be careful. So that's what I did. I was careful. Again, I didn't know, honestly, I didn't know that the reason my videos, even on this current account, were being taken down at times, was because of a situation between WMG and YouTube. Now, I'm not saying other music groups and all that are innocent about pulling videos. They're not. But they have the right. So that's why I was always wondering if I'd make it to 1,000. And when I made it to 1,000, I was happy. As a matter of fact, you saw the song I used. The song I used was When It's For You. Now, you may not recognize that song because it was performed very rarely on the radio. And its only notable appearance anywhere in media was during the wedding of Zach Morris and Kelly Kapowski in the Saved by the Bell movie finale, Wedding in Las Vegas. That was the only time it was ever heard. Now, besides that, what has gone on this year? What else has happened? Well, I've also noticed, as far as YouTube still goes, I've noticed that I'm getting a lot more subscribers. A lot of people are subscribing to me. In fact, I got over 500, about 521 last time I saw it, so thank you for that. And I've noticed I have over 1 million views, channel views, I think. Or total views in general, 1 million total views, I believe. 86 channel views, too. 86,000 channel views. So again, thank you all for that. And I think the reason everybody's viewing me now is because I'm hitting maybe 2 years. And I appreciate that. But again, looking back besides at YouTube, looking back at the first year in general, well, not first year, but the first half of the year, I should say, I've also learned a lot just going through Google. I learned that if you type in the RAR file name along with an album name with the name of an album that you're looking for, or if you type in MediaFire and you type in the album name as well, you're bound to get that album right then and there. Even though it's in a RAW file, which basically you got to click on and then have it, and then when you go into the WinRAW file, drag it and put it into your music album, something like that, at least it works. I've also learned that WinRAW files are basically like puzzle pieces. Basically, you got to have all the pieces together, like if you're downloading a sporting event that was on pay-per-view or a movie, and you don't want to have to deal with the breaks after an hour and a half or something like that. I have learned, and again, that they are like puzzle pieces that when you put them together, they give you everything. They give it to you right then and there. Another thing I've also learned is how to use the DVD Fab 6 program and how to get it for free by just looking up on YouTube or on Google the places that have the free registration codes, or getting the keygen, or the key generator. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me for a second. But again, looking for the key generator, if you will, or by using a key generator, you can get the number, the serial number, whatever you need, the activation number, and you can get the program like DVD Fab 6, or recently what I got about a week or two ago, Vegas 7, for free without having to pay for it. It's amazing, I know. And I'll be back in just a little bit with the continuation of looking back at the first half of this year. Okay? I'll be back.